He was chiming in last night, so
He was? Oh, okay, yeah, it might be all right.
Yeah, he's jumping in.
Dig that.
All right, so let's talk about it. Darian, good afternoon.
What's going
where's your
on?
hat?
Man, I left it. I'm letting dye hair grow a little bit, so hey, had to take it off. Got to get like y'all, man.
Yeah,
Okay.
he got the locks
All right.
trying to grow.
Yeah, man, letting dye hair grow.
Got a little okay. Got a little.
Yeah.
I see a little shape up there on the side. You got
Man, got the Avery Johnson tape on his ass.
Yeah, I got that's right. Don't tape it back a little
You
bit.
know what?
Okay.
Now watch this.
I
That's
see
always
I
the
see
worst part. The mid
see
part
you
where
over
it's
here.
kind of
Okay.
growing. That's always the worst part. My kids are like, what the hell are you doing with your hair? Look,
I see what you.
give
I
me
see
3
what- I
weeks.
see
Like,
what
give
you
me
got.
2, 3
We
weeks.
got the Avery
That's
Johnson
right.
over there.
I never thought about it.
Man, got the Avery Johnson.
You,
Oh man, hey man,
all right.
I
don't
know it
hey,
looks
so-
odd.
hey, Peter, don't come to that man. Don't talk about that man hair like that, man. For real. Y'all media.
Oh,
types,
I'm going
man.
to.
Y'all media guys.
Oh,
I'm going to. That's it. Exactly.
It
right,
should have been a
man.
pop star
That's
instead of a
exactly
media guy.
Yeah, Peter want to be
Talk
a pop
about my
star. so
hair.
bad.
People talk about my hair. That's just how it was. I'm coming back. I'm a pop star. Man, I'm about to pop star on all you guys. All right, so 360-8255. The AutoZone listener line is open for business, and Lord knows y'all. I'm sure are gonna be using it as you've been using it all day after the crisis is here. Let's hear, Darren. You got Penny from last night. The
I'm trying to filter through. I don't want to.
Play the cousin version.
Yeah.
Uncut version.
Hold on. I'm trying to filter through. I hadn't found a good one yet. Hold on. A good.
they're all over there. They're
Yeah.
just anywhere.
There we go.
Anywhere on there. I thought you have it after the game
yeah,
last night.
started.
Tigers lose. Just.
Is it embarrassing? And
I think the one thing I can say to this media, because this media gets kind of
Lord.
Man, playing the remix, huh?
Now I'm terrified. Hold on.
Which outlet is it from? I know 24/7 has the raw uncut version.
Yeah, if it's 24/7, it's wrong.
Okay,
Everybody
okay,
knows
yeah,
that.
hold on, yeah,
Everybody knows
See,
I
you was
believe
still
is,
Come on, look
Yeah,
at man,
hold
trying
on.
to get all this thrown up. David texts in Tyler Harris 4, and we're gonna talk about that later on too. Cause I got some 4s to talk about for sure.
Yeah, those 4s are you.
Yeah, man, I got some.
People don't quite understand what's going on.
I got a story to tell.
With the whoop. All right. So anyway, we've got like I said, we've got a whole lot to talk about with the game. Tigers continue to lose. They fall to 9-8. They've lost 3 straight. Now they are since Thanksgiving. The Tigers are 4-8 overall. In those games, they won their first 5, and since then have won only 4 of their last 12. This was the worst offensive output of the year in terms of statistical measure, offensive rating, and all that stuff. It was miserable. Tigers had 1 3-point shot. That was from Tyler Harris fairly early in the second half, where he kind of threw up one from about 25 feet. If he hadn't hit that one, then they would have gone over for the first time in 20 years. Since year 1 of John Calipari.
Penny's ready to roll, guys.
They've had a couple games this year where they've hit 2 threes in the game. This one, they hit just 1. And
Don't say that, Peter. Are you serious?
I'm serious. 1 of 12.
Because I got
And Tyler Harris.
Tyler
Harris hit one, and then the next one he hit was missed everything off the backboard.
So I got a fan news story, and I'm not ready to talk about it right now, man. So
Hey, man! I was feeling for you last night. We'll get to that after
Man.
we get to.
Yeah,
Penny
you're
Hardaway.
I don't even
Wow,
know.
man! I was feeling that last
We'll talk about it.
layup.
But let's get to. So after the game, Penny Hardaway obviously was disappointed yet again. This is a disappointing situation, disappointing season, disappointing
Everything.
So he was asked by Jeff Calkins. You heard the question. Do you think you can turn around? And he says, at Memphis? And says, yeah. Do you think you can do it? Is it embarrassing? You start the game 16-2 down. You don't score in the first 6 minutes, 6 turnovers. It's before you even score a point. So
Let's roll that
kind
meeting
of
footage.
I think the one thing I can say to this media, because this media gets kind of up sometimes when it comes to me, we don't have our full roster. Y'all know we don't have our full roster. Stop asking me stupid questions about if I feel like I can do something. If I had my roster like they did, then I feel like I can do whatever I want to do. I'm coaching really hard. My boys are playing really hard. I'm not embarrassed about nothing. We have 4 freshmen starting. Y'all need to act like it. Act like we got 17 and 18 and 19-year-olds out here trying to learn how to play against 22, 23, and 24-year-old guys. Come on, man. Stop disrespecting me, bro. Like, don't do that. I work too hard. I work way too hard for that. Y'all write all these articles about me, and all I do is work. We got young kids on the floor. They got young kids on the floor.
It's just, that's just laughable, man. That's just laughable, man. That's laughable. It's wild. It's wild to come to that point. I mean, obviously, you know, I don't. The language doesn't bother me. Who cares?
No.
He's a grown man. He can cuss all he wants. So I don't really care. But it's the tone of the thing is, you know, asking stupid questions like, "Well, Memphis is the most media market,
Bro,
out there." I mean, if you think that you're getting asked stupid questions and tough questions,
here.
go to any major market. I mean, God help you to be an NBA coach. You'll get 10 times the questions and, you know, probably 5 times the stupidity. Like there's just going to be a lot. That's just part of it. That's part of it. That's part of the way it works. That's part of being a head coach. You got to deal with the media. And when your team sucks, which they do, then people are going to tell you your team sucks. Why do they suck? Do you have any answers for that? He was asked before that. He was asked a very legitimate question of, why'd you guys get off such a bad start? And his answer was, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's your job to know.
Yeah. Come on, man.
You asked you had too many of those, so people are gonna. Why don't you stop giving stupid bleeping answers to reasonable questions? How about that?
Oh man, Peter, I got a couple things to say. I got a lot of things to say. I'm just gonna break it off into small, bite-sized pieces because I've been chewing on this all night long. To be honest with you, lost too much sleep thinking about this last night.
Sad.
Here's one thing about the Memphis market that's a little different, media market. Penny Hardaway is a different type of coach. You know what I mean? Like, he played basketball here. He was a icon here. He's the 1 cent symbol was probably one of the bigger, like, you know, sports branding logos that you'll see. Like, it's one of the most recognizable. You know, he's Penny Hardaway. So, and with that comes people who get paid to cover you, who are also like personal fans of yours.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, including myself.
Mm-hmm.
You have people like who idolized you as a child who cover you as a job. Like myself, several people, most people in this market grew up as literal fans of Penny Hardaway. And we crossed the line of doing our jobs and being fans often. I've been on these airways. I've been on Twitter. I've been in articles I've written for whatever publication, defending Penny Hardaway as a straight-up homer, straight-up hero moment, like defending Penny Hardaway. The audacity of Penny Hardaway to talk like Memphis media is hard on him. It's the wildest thing that I've heard in 2022. Short year, but it's the wildest thing I've heard in 2022. Like, Penny, no. Like, that's just not true. You have too many guys who – I heard Eli going off about this morning, and I was like, yeah, Eli's not lying at all. There are guys who are fans of yours. Like, you talk about, I ain't calling this guy coach.
Mm-hmm.
When that whole conversation, this is a lot deeper than that when it comes down to Penny, bro. You've had people like me come in here and say Penny Hardaway is a bigger deal than the University of Memphis. He's bigger than the school. I'll say that today. It's true. Penny Hardaway is bigger than the school. But bro, you have to call things for what they are, and to say first of all, to say that the media in this city is hard, to even imply that the media in this city of all cities is hard on you. Nah, man. Like, you got some guys that aren't fans of yours, who aren't from here, who aren't fans of yours, who are like strictly doing their job. They're still outweighed by the hordes of people who support you. Everyone in this city supports you. Even the guys who are just doing their job, they support you. So that whole narrative is rubbish. You know what I mean? And to the thing about if I had a healthy team like everyone
that was
else,
BS.
Here's my reply to that. Darian, let me hear my reply to that.
Not this time. We created it. Not this time. No, not this time. It's totally made up. Pure fiction.
It's a lie.
It's fiction. It's fiction. We made it up.
I saw the
We made
Georgia
this
game.
one. It's a made-up tale. It's a
I
total
watched the Murray
fabrication.
State game.
It
My
never
Murray
happened.
State Racers. I saw them coming to FedEx
This
Forum and
one
beat
was
this team.
invented by a writer.
I saw the Ole Miss
It
game
never happened. It's false. It never happened.
with everybody
It's a
on the
fake.
roster.
It's fiction. It's an urban legend.
With your
that
your
never-
vets that you didn't like a month ago.
No way.
With your
We
rookies
got
you didn't like last week.
Not a chance.
With Josh Minor out on the bench.
It never happened.
With
It
Alex
never
Lomax
happened.
just
We made
somewhere
this
playing. I saw it.
It's fiction. We made up this one. We made it up. Not this
Stop.
time.
Like,
Wrong.
stop saying that, Penny. Like,
Not
the
this time.
injuries thing is
Wrong.
rubbish.
Not this time.
It's just not true. You're not losing games because you're shorthanded. Stop it. I've seen you lose to everybody under the sun with everybody. Am I correct, Peter Evans? If I'm wrong, tell me and I'll say, hey, I'll back up.
No,
Did you
I
say-
mean, this is the whole thing is I mean it's so asinine and so ridiculous. That's why
Right.
I think it's very funny to me that it's ended up
Right.
like this, and it's patronizing, and it's
It's goofy, man. Like, stop.
it's the last refuge of somebody who's in real trouble is to
Yeah.
just blame the media for everything. It's a media problem. You shouldn't ask me these questions. You shouldn't do. Penny's somebody who likes to control everything,
Right.
and he can't control what's happening here, and he wants to control the questions. He wants to control the situation. And, you know, he had his petulant little fit a couple weeks ago when they barely beat Tulsa, and he was like, no, yep, no, yeah, and all this stuff, and then he gave that up. I'm old enough to remember 6 weeks ago when he blamed the
He
veterans
blamed the vets.
for losing the game. He literally came after the Ole Miss game and said, hey, my team, these veterans are real jerks, and
My
they're
kids,
holding this
yeah.
team back. And I mean, these young kids are just trying to play, and these veterans are out here just making things worse for this team, and said, I'm going to have to be an a-hole, I believe, is what he said. About that, and
Right.
so I remember when the veterans were the problem 6 weeks ago. Now it's the
only too
veterans
young.
are without the veterans are that's the problem
Yeah.
right there. I mean, this is absolutely
Nonsense, man.
absurd. On top of that, how many other what other teams in college basketball have their full roster? Obviously, if you have your full roster, you're going to be good. Guess what? In your same league, Houston, coming off a Final Four, lost All-American candidate Marcus Sasser, guy that's an all-league guy. Tremont Mark, second leading scorer, he's out. They're both out. Jamal Sheed, they just lost another guard. They're down to walk-ons. They're still winning games in your same league. And they're not making excuses. Oh,
Right.
yeah, so if I had my guys, we'd be no, they.
It's crazy,
It's
man.
the
It's
same
silly.
league.
It is silly, bro.
Quit making excuses. And this is the thing is, it's always somebody
out
else's
on the
fault.
outside, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
always somebody else's fault, and you can go up and down the list of whose fault it is.
Right.
Whose fault was it that the team had no idea who's vaccinated and who's not? Whose fault is that?
Hey, the media.
Whose fault is it that
the media's fault.
that no one prioritized the vaccination status of players and coaches?
Yeah, no, this the media's fault.
It's the media's fault that Larry Brown was hired and has done precisely jack squat since arriving. It's the media's fault that Rasheed Wallace is not even on the staff
Yeah.
anymore as a coach. He's a consultant from home,
Man, I saw
doing God
I saw
knows what.
Jermaine Johnson on the bench last night.
Jermaine Johnson's back
on the
maybe.
bench.
I don't back on the bench. I don't mean he wasn't. I thought he was. I don't know. I don't
Who
know. Was he
knows?
let go? I don't
Who
know.
knows?
Who knows?
Was he ever
Who
let
knows?
go? Has he been there the whole time?
Was he? Was he still getting a paycheck? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And I hear these people come out to me and say, and I had a guy last night. It's like, oh man, y'all expect too much. This man's his fourth year
What?
coaching. I said, I looked it up. Do you know how many coaches made a Final Four within their first 4 years of becoming a head coach at the college level? 35.
Yeah, I bet it was more than we think. Yeah.
35 of them. Not one or
Yeah.
two.
And I'm gonna ask you for that,
35.
man. Can you?
A couple of them within the first. Kevin Ollie did it in 2 years.
Yeah, I'm not asking
coming
for
on as
that.
a player. Did it
I'm
in
not
2
even
years.
asking
Tom
for
Crean, Tom Izzo, Ollie, Chris Beard, Bill Guthridge is a longtime assistant under Dean Smith. They went to the Final Four. Mike Davis went to the Final Four.
Yeah.
Shaka Smart went to the Final Four. Brad Stevens in year 3 went to the Final Four and year 4 back to back. It's not like it's impossible to do.
Yeah.
So
I'm not-
quit acting like Penny's a 5-year-old, and
And
he's
I
like
don't- yeah.
they just. What do y'all talk? Have some pride in your program and some expectations.
Yeah, I don't need a Final Four run. I just need you to be better than around 500 Below 500.
How about a tournament bid?
Yeah,
how about becoming not being the first coach since Mo Iba not to make the tournament in your first 4 years?
It's crazy, man. And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say something that I don't think anybody up and down this radio dial has said. Jeff Calkins' questions was trash. I'll say that. And if Jeff hears this from me, I'll tell him, bro, it was a trash question. Because he was clearly – okay, here's the thing. I listened to Jeff this morning to hear what he had to say because he was the person that made the statement. So I'm listening to Jeff, and I'm like, you know what? Before I even listened to it, I said, that question clearly was something that he already had in his drafts. You know what I mean? That was something to fill out a article that I know he had them in writing. So I listen to Jeff, and he says, you know what?
That's what everybody does. Everybody writes that. That's called being a writer.
Right. So
that's what you do.
I knew he had that in the chamber. I knew that he had that in the draft. So,
of course.
So when I hear him talk, he says, yeah, I had that in the drafts. I had that ready to ask a specific question. But here's the thing. Jeff Calkins has been in Memphis almost as long as Penny Hardaway has been playing sports in Memphis. Jeff was after Penny, but he's been here a long time. The stuff that Jeff does, we all know what he does. We all see it coming. We know how he gets down. Penny still had full control of his response to what Jeff was saying. Do I like the question? It's a lot of stuff that people ask. It's a lot of dumb questions come out. There are a lot of dumb pro Penny questions that come out. We've had that conversation. I'm not gonna say it was a dumb question, but Jeff was obviously gaslighting. He was obviously being Jeff. Penny had full control over what his response was. His response was just bad.
I don't even know what that means. What are you talking? Like, he asked a question.
This
is so stupid.
I didn't like the question at all.
I don't care if you like. It's fine. There's lots of questions people ask. I don't like that.
There's a lot of ways that Penny could have responded other than that nonsense he said.
I mean, but I mean, like,
let me wrap up what I'm saying.
It was a perfectly reasonable question. It wasn't like he's like, "Hey, Penny, why are you such an idiot? Hey, why'd you do something so stupid? Like y'all, your decisions have been stupid this year, and your team sucks, and you've been horrible as a coach. Why is that?"
But let me wrap up what I'm saying.
This wasn't like this wasn't like Shaq, and he's like, "Hey, you suck, Rudy Gobert. You suck. Your thoughts on that?" I mean, that wasn't that kind of a question. I get the wording. You might not necessarily love the wording, but like that's part of being a question asker. Is like your wording might not be the most elegant all the time.
I'm not a question.
Yeah, I know you're not. That's what I'm saying. You love to criticize, but you're not out there like asking these questions. Your question would be like, yeah, so you want to criticize like, oh, his question. I mean, like, get out there and ask those questions in front of everybody and see if it's easy for. I mean, I ask great questions. My questions are phenomenal, but not everyone can be me. Not everyone can ask questions like me. I get that. I understand that.
This is what I'm saying. This is what Penny and the Penny Hive and all these people have to understand. I'm a proud member of the Penny Hive, but I'm not to this extent. I'm not defending nonsense. I'm not defending losing. But the point I'm trying to make is this: you can't out talk the guy who has the mic and has the pen. Sometimes you just got to play the game as a coach. You feel disrespected, you got Jeff's number. Call him, cuss him out.
Absolutely.
Say, Jeff, come on, bro.
And he's written nothing but like good stuff, or just be like, you know what? I mean, you could just say, look, you know what? I know what you're thinking. I know what you're saying. It was, listen. I'm not embarrassed. I'm not embarrassed by my team, but that effort was embarrassing, or hey, that was an embarrassing effort. I get that. Like, you can't just because I promise you, our role as media members is to be a outlet by which the feelings of the fans can be transmitted, and by the fans, the questions that fans have, the interest level that they have is hopefully enlightened by some of the things that we ask about and we discover. That's a perfectly reasonable question. I mean, like I said, the wording, maybe like I quibble with the wording slightly as far as like embarrassing. Maybe that's like, but I mean, like it's he was kind of. Penny kind of threw him out there, and Jeff was like, because sometimes that happens. Like when you ask a question and somebody gives you a short answer, and you kind of like trying to keep the volley going, like it's like a tennis thing. Like you're trying to keep the volley going, so you'll say something. It's not always perfect, but like you got the point across. Like and this is a dude that he's worked with and like known for 2 decades. So like it's not like he's some random guy that's like showing up from like TMZ. It's like, well, Penny, look at this garbage team you got. Huh? Are you embarrassed by that? Are you embarrassed by that pitiful effort? No, it's just a guy that you've known. Like it's not. So like you can be mad if you want to, and it's easy to beat. The thing that I get frustrated by I really don't. It doesn't matter to me what coaches or anyone else thinks about the specific media thing, but I just think it's very lazy to like. And it wouldn't be the first time that Penny's been lazy this year, as far as his coaching is concerned. It's lazy to blame the media. It's lazy to blame the media. It's lazy to be like, yeah, y'all don't get it. There are teams out there who have gone through huge amounts of COVID issues, of injury issues. You're talking about, I think the metric I saw from today that Memphis is 138th in terms of games lost from their top 8 scorers in the country.
Yeah.
I mean, that's nothing. That's like middle. It's average. So you basically have the same injuries as everybody else. And to throw media and everybody else under the bus in the process, not for the first time, just like you threw your seniors
your vets,
under the bus,
then your freshmen.
Just like you threw the freshmen under the bus, just like you threw everybody else under the bus.
And
there's a
fake
man.
Alex Lomax injury thrown in there somewhere too.
Yeah, the Alex Lomax. Again, who was the one who called the plays for Alex Lomax? Who's the one who drew up the defense that had Tyler Harris covering a guy a foot taller than him down the stretch? Who's the guy that said he didn't want to recruit small guards and now is relying on two of the smallest guards in all of basketball to run things?
Right.
Like I don't. Who's the one who said, I want all the smoke. I want all the smoke. I want all the attention. Who's the one who showed up in a Polaris in front of everybody in the middle of the season? Like, you set this bar. You're the one who did this. So when someone has the audacity to say, aren't you a little embarrassed? Like,
yeah, you should be.
That's the least they could say. Somebody could come up and we could run down the whole list. It's unfortunate because I talked about it when Penny got hired. I love Penny. Penny's awesome, man. He's a great guy, great golfer, super generous, all that stuff. This is not about Penny the person. This is about Penny the coach, and Penny the coach sucks.
It ain't working, man. It's terrible.
It's just it's what it is. And like we can sugarcoat it, we can go all day with it. There is no if his name was, Bing Bong Magoo, you'd be like, Coach Bing Bong Magoo sucks ass. This is terrible. He should be gone. But his name is Penny, so everyone's willing to give him more chance. Let's just be real with it. This is the most disappointing season in Tiger history. They are begging. Tiger fans are begging for the IARP to come in. Please put us in probation. Just shut the program down for a year so we can just stop this. Somebody ring the bell. Throw in the towel. I mean, who's out there walking on the sideline? Does Penny Hardaway on the sideline look like a guy who is inspiring and getting people going? Is he inspiring those teams with the way he just leans against the scores table and says, "Boy, y'all suck"? Comes in that, like, where's the fire? Where's the passion? What do you think they're going to do?
Man? My boy said the Tigers need to stay at home order, man. Hey, Penny, let me get. I know we get the break, man. Let me get one last thought.
All right, sorry.
Let me get one last thought. Let me get this one last thought in. I know we up against the break. Let me get this one last thought in, man. I know we up against the break. Let me get it in. All right. Here's my final thought on this for this segment. I know we got to come back to this, but this is my final thought on this segment. Penny is creating this war against the media. Breaking news, Penny. We don't pay to go to games.
Nope.
We get a badge that we flash this badge and we walk in. We don't pay to go to games. We're not the people you have to be concerned about. The diehard, I love you, Penny, go Tigers go, blue glasses, gray haired, blue hairs. Those people, it's not enough for them to fill up the FedEx Forum. The people who are just going to be irrational fans who just love you regardless and all that, it ain't enough for them to fill up the arena. You're going to have to get those fringe fans sold. Don't worry about us, fam, because we ain't paying to get in there. And that's all I'm going to say on it. Like, you can get mad at the media all you want. We ain't buying that one ticket. I know I ain't.
Nope. That's it.
We ain't your problem, fam. You got it. Your responsibility as a coach is to keep those seats filled. Now, you can do all that go Tigers, go stuff you want. I ride with the Tigers. It ain't enough of y'all. Sorry, it ain't enough of y'all to fill it up.
No.
So all that stuff don't matter.
And they don't care. And what are they going to go watch? Fill the seats to watch what?
That's what I'm saying. Y'all can talk. You can talk your striped tails off. But it ain't. That's not how it works.
Look in the mirror. Self-reflection, man. We all got to realize it. Sometimes we all have stuff that sometimes we just doesn't work out for us. I get it, man. I really do. Lord knows I've had disappointments in my life, but man, you cannot blame somebody else for it. And it's the only thing that take ownership, man, because none of these players are taking ownership right now. So and they're following after their coach. It's just that simple. All right, we'll come back. We're going to talk to our buddy Adam Kramer. We got a lot to get to with Kramer on the world of college football, on the world of pro football as well. We'll do that when we come back. We're going to get back into this topic, obviously, coming up later on, so plenty of that. Get those texts in on the AutoZone text line. The listener line is open, 360-8250, 5901, 360-8255. Back after this. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 98.5.
Be sure to follow us at Sports 56 WHBQ on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube to watch live video of our shows. Stay up to date with station events and have chances to win prizes from Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Right now is a great time to take advantage of Choate's winter specials by upgrading your furnace, switching to a Rinnai tankless water heater, or getting $50 off air duct cleaning. By now, you most likely have heard of the benefits of UV light technology for your HVAC system. Purchase any new Carrier furnace right now, and we will install one for you at no additional cost. For those who have not installed a tankless water heater yet, what are you waiting on? Stop wasting utilities heating water you do not use and getting frustrated taking cold showers or baths. Right now, when you purchase a Rinnai tankless water heater, Choates will install one premium toilet for free in your home. And Choates is offering $50 off its air duct cleaning services. Not only does this service get the years of dust out of your ducts, it also helps the indoor air quality you and your family breathe every day. All these specials qualify for 18 months no interest financing with approved credit. So call 347-8086 to schedule your free estimate today. Turn to the experts with Choates and let our family serve your family.
I was getting my coffee today, Jose, and I heard there's a new way to get our jobs done at a price we want to pay for them. Grow profits and find new workers. Sure, boss. I downloaded the ZipCat construction app, Jose. Used the work icon, created the job description, and priced it. Yes, boss. Another contractor will buy it, and we got 3 days to accept and mutually approve the job, Jose. Sure thing. New concept. No more estimates. We control our price with ZipCat. Contractors, plumbers, electricians, etc. Find jobs listed with ZipCat. That's ZIPCAT. Download the ZipCat app now for free on the App Store and Google Play. ZipCat app, the best tool in your toolbox.
Hey, Jeff Allen, it's a new year, and that means time to make your customers happy in 2022 at Gossett Kia South Mount Moriah.
Happy is easy to do with our great savings. I've got a take your pick that will knock your socks off. How about a 2022 Kia Forte LXS or a 2022 Kia Sportage, your choice, $199 per month.
Forte's $27.99 due at signing, and Sportage is $34.99 due at signing. Plus, all Gossett Kias come with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty program.
Plus a 2022 Kia Sorento $359, only $34.99 due at signing, and all 36-month leases. So whether you live in Horn Lake, South Haven, Olive Branch, or Memphis, you'll be happy at Gossett Kia Mount Moriah, 2680 Mount Moriah, or KiaMountMoriah.com.
All 36-month leases, $650 acquisition fee, 30,000 miles per year, 20 cents excess mileage. Sportage N702 7277, MSRP 25460. Forte NE44 2833, MSRP 21980. Sorento NGO 990119, MSRP 35340. Includes all rebates and incentives. PF 695 plus finance through KMF. Excludes tax title and license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 2/3/2022. Dealer stock only.
If you want to make money in sales, Flynn Broadcasting wants you. If you can sell, Flynn Broadcasting has a great career waiting for you. If you can sell, we have great benefits, salary, commission, sales leads, and a great place to work. If you can sell, let us know today. Send your resume to jobs@flynn.com. Can everyone sell? No. But if you can, Flynn Broadcasting wants you. Apply today at jobs@flynn.com. Start your great career today at jobs@flynn.com. Flynn Broadcasting wants you.
Now, back to Sports 56 Grind Time. Here once again are Peter Edmiston and Anthony Sane.
Oh, man. What a day. What a day. Time to talk to our buddy Adam Kramer. Visa, Bleacher Report, Golden Tee, you name it, up and down the list, at Kegs and Eggs. Adam Kramer, don't ask me no stupid bleeping questions, okay? You know, I don't know. Did you see Penny Hardaway's rant last night?
I did. He looks very stressed. Like that was
Adam,
stressing me out to watch.
Adam actually looks stressed with a K, stressed. I don't know if they say that where you're from. Down here, that's what we say.
Okay, but here's the problem. Like, I'm a member of the media, right? We are all like but I watched that and I didn't feel like I feel bad for everybody involved in that scenario. Penny was very stressed. Media member probably very awkwardly, kind of just little boy. It just does not look like particularly good. So I'm curious locally, like what the response has been and where people are mad
all
when it
over
comes
the
to
place.
this.
It's nuts.
Okay.
It's nuts, but it's I think for the most part, I can't speak to for everybody. Penny always has his followers and people that will support him no matter what. But I would say largely people are growing a little weary of all this and not. It's a bad team. They're playing bad. It's an unbelievably disappointing team on top of everything else. So it's a mess, man. I've never imagined we'd be to this point. I really haven't. Now that being said, I got to ask you a quick question here. I saw this today, and I'm genuinely baffled. Maybe you can help me with this. Do you know what a game changer coordinator is? This would be Billy Napier, the new head coach of Florida, hired Chris Couch, who's a beefy, bearded gentleman. And Chris Couch he's listed as the game changer coordinator. He also has on his staff director of recruiting innovation, director of speed improvement. We're teetering on Butch Jones territory here. That's never where you want to be. Do you know what a game changer coordinator is?
No, and this doesn't seem to be. I would surprise. Like Billy Napier does not seem like this kind of guy, right? Like that he hasn't coached a game, but this is a Saban disciple, and
yeah.
So I just did not. I don't know what this is. I don't want to blabber anymore. To say I don't know what this is. I don't know why you need to do this stuff. It seems like a game changer coordinator would be like a social media coordinator, right? Isn't that kind of it? Like to hype up your players, which is fine, but which is hugely important, by the way, when it comes to recruiting. And yet, this is like an actual job, like an analyst. Like he's actually working with players. So I have no idea. It feels very college football-y in 2022, and I hope it does well. I mean, he's getting a lot of plays today, though. Like if you needed a game-changing coordinator, if you're looking for that sort of thing, maybe he could cultivate this into like a new market of coaches. But no, I have no idea what it means, and it does all read pretty ridiculous.
Adam, Stetson Bennett announced that he'll be back at Georgia next year. Do you think that makes them the favorites going into next season?
No, well, it's really interesting, right? Because I was fascinated what happened with that position, like over the last couple of weeks when you had Stetson, who wouldn't even say he was coming back. You have JT Daniels in the transfer portal. I think it's pretty safe to say he's gone again. I think Stetson Bennett's going to have to win his job again, like weirdly. Like he'll be the guy, but Brock Vandegrift, you talk to people around there, like, he's legit. Like this was one of the top QBs in the class and is physically 6'3", 6'4". So I think that part will be very interesting. Yes, look, the starting quarterback for a national championship team is going to probably get that job. I think the really interesting news, it's been a very odd couple of weeks for Georgia. On the good front, they won a national championship, but Burton, the wide receiver transferring, is kind of a big deal, was in line to be the guy. And I'm just saying, if you're Alabama and you're looking for weapons, that dude looks really, really good. So could you have a situation there where one of your wide receivers goes over to Alabama and tries to win it there? So a lot of movement on the offensive side of the ball. They lose 2 running backs. They lose Pickens. Having Bennett, I think, will be helpful. But no, they've got a lot of roster holes, albeit with 4- and 5-star kids to step in and play. They got some really interesting questions to answer over the next 6-7 months.
Yeah, they do. A lot of teams do. I want to move. I want to talk a little bit of NFL with you, and we have this weekend. I feel like last weekend we saw some pretty incredible stuff. I mean, we saw some either ludicrously amazing games like Buffalo played. We saw some ludicrous games like that Cowboys 49ers game with just a beautiful ending if you're a fan of terrible things happening to the Cowboys, which I certainly am. So that's a great thing for me. So I don't know if we can go from the ridiculous to the sublime like we did last week. But I am fascinated, especially around here. A lot of Titans fans, more than there used to be. Derrick Henry looks like he's back in the mix. But Cincinnati and Joe Burrow looked, Joe Burrow's been really, really, really good. And it's a pretty good matchup, on paper at least, for the Bengals against the Titans. Do you think Titans, are they vulnerable as a 1 seed? Do you think they continue to move on? What do you see happening here?
First and foremost, I'm loyal to college football, as you know. But this weekend of professional football is always absolutely delightful. It is a wonderful couple of days. Saturday, viewing experience, especially with a good UFC pay-per-view, is going to be glorious.
Ooh.
So I actually bet the Titans to win the Super Bowl earlier this week. What did I get? Plus 850? Okay. I think there's some really good value in them. I really do. I get that you have to stomach the whole Ryan Tannehill thing. I guess the part that's fascinating to me is what version of Derrick Henry we're going to get and how much are we going to get it, right? I don't think this is a 26-carry game, but I guess I'm tired of doubting this dude because even at Alabama, we were saying, at some point the tread off the tire, he can't do this forever, and he's getting better.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always weird with the lower body foot thing going on, especially for a big back. But I think I love what I've seen from Joe Burrow. And as a college loyalist, that guy has been amazing. Jamar Chase is amazing. And yet they didn't play particularly perfect last week, I thought. Titans minus 3.5 is one of my favorite plays of the weekend, without question. I really like the Titans. I'm in on them to win the Super Bowl. I understand that is, a challenging one in the other AFC game. You're going to have to beat one of those teams. But, hey, if you get by, you're going to do it at home. It's a really big deal. So I actually think they've got a real shot to make a significant run here as long as the quarterback does his part. Yeah, you get Derrick Henry rolling, man. Things would get good.
Adam, I know that you're a big yard guy, man. I saw something today. I was going to send it to you on Twitter. I saw something today that would make you proud. I don't have the picture in front of me. I'll send it to you. I have it in front of me. I'll send it to you. Saw a yard service that has said he has exclusive service, but it's spelled XXX. Exclusive service. Made me want to get a lawn, Adam.
What does that entail?
that's what I'm wondering. I know you're the yardologist, man. So I thought you might have something to say.
Yeah, this sounds like a very okay. So I am the yardologist. So right now in Illinois, by the way, it has been roughly 5 degrees the last week here. It's very cold.
Mm-hmm.
These are some of the darkest days as a yard aficionado. However, I'm already sizing up the seasons. I've got some big plans in mind to maybe do some new planning, get some new sod in some areas that we got to do. The XXX part of this is interesting to me. I think that adds an element of unknown. That would probably not be the way I'd go about my yard service. However, that's a full-on service. Then you want to talk about, customer satisfaction and all that? Maybe this guy's got it figured out. But I am missing my lawn a great deal, guys. These last few months, especially here, winter in Chicago has kind of arrived. I've never felt so far away from a nicely mowed lawn than I do in this moment. But we'll get through it. It's getting a little lighter later. That's a good sign.
Got to play one of the games, man.
Before we get there.
Got to play one of the games. I just tagged you in it on Twitter as well, man. I saw it. It blew my mind. I had to take a picture of it. I tagged you too. So, XXX.
But again, so presumably they are sending unclothed people to
no, it looks
your yard?
The truck looks wholesome.
Yeah.
But
all right, let me look at this truck here.
I don't know. It's good. That's good marketing, is what it is.
Yeah.
If
that's a 901 number. Did you see this? Is this yours? Did you see this?
No, I saw it today. I was out.
You took that picture?
Yeah, I took that picture myself. Yeah, I saw it out today. That man said he got that XXX exclusive.
That's great. I didn't know this was original.
I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know this was you. Yeah.
Yeah, I was there and saw this. Yeah.
All right, I'm looking. It. Yeah. I'm looking for this. I'm looking up. It says they got good reviews. It says they got good reviews. So
of course they do.
Said they're very skilled. I don't know where the XXX business is.
Hey, get those bushes trimmed,
I see what you did there. Okay. All right. I'm on board with it. Let's go. Let's get it. That's to me. You can't have that without giving a little something. That's not fair. Just not fair at all. The team that did beat in the Nickelodeon Bowl, the Cowboys, the San Francisco 49ers to Green Bay, a really interesting proposition here. This historically has always been kind of a fun rivalry game to begin with. New generation, new version of this. You got much maligned, Jimmy Garoppolo against a quarterback that everyone loves on the field and probably doesn't love so much off the field in Aaron Rodgers. What do you see here?
I think the Packers. Aaron Rodgers. Let's just say this too. Like the revenge tour, the content tour, like this guy it's been a weird year. And it would be wild to see him just kind of steamroll through the playoffs, but these are the kinds of games that they've failed in. I don't think they're going to fail. Like you mentioned the end of that Dallas game, like lost in the end of that is the fact that, San Francisco almost blew it. Like they were very clear, like it was not clean ending for that at all. I think the weather, I think the environment, I think everything else. I'm curious to see how Green Bay's O-line holds up because I thought San Francisco just made it look miserable on that Dallas front. They played really, really well. So, and you think about also, so if Green Bay loses this game, I have a bunch of Packer fans I know. They're like actually more nervous. Like if Green Bay loses this game, is that the final Aaron Rodgers farewell? And if San Francisco wins or loses this game, and you consider their quarterback situation, like there's a lot of QB like stakes in this attached. So, but I like Green Bay. They've looked like the best team to me. I think you could argue this game or obviously the other AFC one. I think this is a perfectly conducive, miserably cold, all the elements, all of that. And an extra week off. I think especially for Rodgers, been battling injury all year. I think it's going to help.
Bills Chiefs.
Awesome.
I hope it lives up to what it could be.
Watching Belichick get worked like that was kind of odd.
Sobering.
Because as a Jets fan, I know that feeling of being worked by Bill Belichick and others. Okay? That happens. So Josh Allen, the fact that he is like a unicorn quarterback is somewhat amazing. I spent like 4 days around Josh Allen when he was in college at Wyoming on like, hey, this could be the next great quarterback because he had all these measurables and really didn't have a great year. The fact that he's actually become that guy is pretty unbelievable. I don't know what to make of this game from a gambling perspective, quite honestly, because you got 1.5 now for Kansas City, with home field, a great home field. I think that speaks to because this line has come down. There's clearly people like the Bills and people that can influence lines like the Bills. And yet I kind of like the Chiefs here. They played in this spot. These two teams met earlier in the year. That's when the Chiefs looked completely broken. They got worked by the Bills. So the Bills have come in and done this, but I think Kansas City is also a much different team. Total in this game of 54 is also fascinating. That's a lot of points. I think we could actually go over that. So I'd maybe lean Kansas City. I'm just thrilled and excited to watch this game, man, because I think it's going to be a good one.
Adam, the Rams were able to kind of overwhelm Kyler Murray a little bit last week. Kyler Murray, his first, playoff experience or whatever. They're definitely going against a guy who's not having his first playoff experience this week when the Rams take on the Buccaneers. What do you expect to see in that game, and do you think that possibly playing on a short week could affect the Rams at all?
Yeah, the schedule. I didn't much care for that, by the way. Let's just put the games.
Yeah,
on
I didn't like it. Yeah, I didn't like it.
It's unnecessary. More isn't always more, right? So this is another really tough game. I feel a lot better about Saturday's games than I feel on Sunday's games. I thought that Rams performance, it's amazing. Like OBJ has found life, and as long as Matt Stafford doesn't turn the ball over, which has been their kind of Achilles heel when games have gone sideways, they should do well. The other thing, we talk about O-line. Talk about O-line play forever, but you had the Bucs O-line not in good standing because of injury, with that game. Tristan Wirfs, Iowa guy, You had your center out for a bit. This is not the team that you want to have like offensive line concerns with. So I kind of think the Rams can do it. And I've gone back and forth on this game throughout the week, but I do think the Rams are in a position to win this spot. So again, another line that's come down. Tampa now 2.5-ish at home. I think speaks volumes to the interest in the backing that we're going to get, on the away team here.
Well, and I think this is it's hard to tell. And the thing with the NFL this year is that it has been tough all the way around to kind of figure out, what's going to happen with some of these teams. There have been some pretty wild and unpredictable results. I guess the last thing for you as kind of a fan, just overall of the sport, and the long-standing discussion about Tampa Bay and or rather New England, and now Tampa Bay getting lumped in with Tom Brady. Is the discussion between who was more responsible, Tom Brady or Bill Belichick? Is that over now? Is Brady fully come in as the GOAT? And Belichick as, hey, look, a fabulous coach, but a fabulous coach who did so with a great quarterback, which a lot of coaches have done.
Again, Jets fan, watched it up close for way too long. All these New England teams were a little different. And the sport has obviously changed quite a bit too, right? So, But there were teams that were so defensively charged. Like Belichick drafted and developed incredibly well on that side of the ball for a ridiculous long period of time. And also, if you think about the players like the second chance guys that they got, the year where it looked unlocked was Randy Moss. I mean, it was ridiculous. They had that stretch of games. So it's hard to say. I mean, I think the mix of it, the concoction just worked. But looking at it over the last 2 years, which is all we have to go off of, it's hard not to feel a certain way, right? Because the sample size, while small, is convincing. And to lose as emphatically as New England did, and to win a darn Super Bowl, which is like a legitimate Hollywood script, I think says a lot. So yes, I do think ultimately, like, it'll be fun years from now when these two do sit down, and we can hash this thing out. Like, it'll happen, and a lot of people will watch. It feels like Brady's got 85 documentaries and podcasts these days, but like getting those two involved will be interesting. But no, I mean, the fact that Brady's doing this at his age, has become likable, it is wild to me. Like, it is beyond explanation when you look at how Big Ben's body has held up, and now Brady, who is older and still in an MVP discussion. It is, again, it really is hard to describe just how remarkable what he's doing actually is.
I know it's weird. I don't like to like him, but I kind of do.
No, same.
That's weird. I don't care for it. Adam Kramer, I like you, and I have no problem with that. It makes me feel good, actually, to like you. So that's important.
Likewise.
Thank you so much for your time. Enjoy yourself in these dark days of not being able to mess with your yard, and we'll talk next week, and hopefully you'll be a richer man as a result.
I hope so. I could use it. Appreciate it, fellas. Talk then.
We all could. All right, buddy. Adam Kramer joining us here on the program. We'll come back. We'll get back into the Tiger situation. We'll talk a little Grizzlies as well. But it's all hands on deck to the Tiger front. Real Sports Start, Sports 56.98.5.
Brett Norsworthy and Gabe Kuhn drive you home with Sportstime on Sports 56. Brought to you by DeSoto Auto Sales. Weekday afternoons from 3 to 6 right here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
I'm Gary York. I'm the service director at Lexus of Memphis. Our service department wants to be more than just a place where you get your oil changed. We do glass repair, windshield replacement, recalibration of your camera and sonar systems, even wheel repair, tire replacement, all the things you would expect from a luxury automotive dealer. Please check out our website. You can schedule your appointment, check out our specials, hours of operation, or if you'd like to do it in person, please reach out to one of our associates at 901-271-5199.
Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
I'm Brian
Brian Elder, 867-0303. Hurricane season is upon us. Is your roof ready? Are your shingles laying down and sealed properly? Call me right now, 867-0303. They say you get what you pay for. That's why my opinion is free. Maybe you've got years of life left in your roof. If so, I'll tell you that. But if I find storm damage or a compromised roof system, I'll lay out some options for you. Don't let them tell you it needs to be replaced if it only needs a repair. Call me, 867-0303. Has your insurance company already seen it and rejected your claim? Maybe they're correct. Most of the time, they're not. They do tend to become more reasonable once I get involved, though. 867-0303. I'll measure your roof from outer space or BrianElderRoofing.com.
Call 867-0303. Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
It's not easy being the one everyone counts on to keep the facility running, no matter the weather or supply chain hiccup. But we get you, Raymond in Buffalo, and Maria in Miami, Jules in Minneapolis, and Stan in Central Indiana, taking control of everything that's under your control. At Grainger, we're here for you with experienced branch staff at over 250 locations so you get the product you're looking for. Call clickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, Jeff Allen, it's a new year, and that means time to make your customers happy in 2022 at Gossett Kia South Mount Moriah.
Happy is easy to do with our great savings. I've got a take your pick that will knock your socks off. How about a 2022 Kia Forte LXS or a 2022 Kia Sportage, your choice, $199 per month.
Forte's $27.99 due at signing, and Sportage is $34.99 due at signing. Plus, all Gossett Kias come with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty program.
Plus a 2022 Kia Sorento 350. Only $34.99 due at signing, and all 36-month leases. So whether you live in Horn Lake, South Haven, Olive Branch, or Memphis, you'll be happy at Gossett Kia Mount Moriah, 2680 Mount Moriah, or KiaMountMoriah.com.
All 36-month leases, $650 acquisition fee, 30,000 miles per year, 20 cents excess mileage. Sportage, N702, 7277, MSRP 25,460. Forte, NE 44, 2833, MSRP 21,980. Sorrento, NGO 990119, MSRP 35,340. Includes all rebates and incentives, PF 695, plus finance through KMF, excludes tax title and license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 2/3/2022, dealer stock only.
Now, back to Sports 56 Grind Time. Here once again are Peter Edmiston and Anthony Sane.
Peter, there was something you were saying to Kramer that made me think real fast. We were talking about Tom Brady. I'm sure a million people have already said this before me, but it really just hit me. There was a YouTube video where this guy was talking about. He was like just a guy just talking about how long Tom Brady's been in the league, and he was talking like this guy's a coordinator now. This dude's son's in the league. Like he pulled up a video game that came out, Tom Brady, like some certain year. He was just talking about how these guys are doing something totally different now. The Brian Leftwich one bothers me probably more than anything. Like this dude was your coach, and he got drafted 3 years after you.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
That's like
it's crazy.
That's like Zaire Williams one day being John Morant's assistant coach.
Yeah, I know. It's
the exact
absurd,
same
man.
time frame.
It's nuts. I mean, it is, but it was a little bit like towards the end of Vince Carter's career, there were coaches that were it's kind of the same thing, but he just continues to.
Bro. Byron Leftwich is one of your coaches.
But the thing is, he was the only, and Brady was the only guy this year to throw over 5,000 yards, in spite of the fact that he's 44, 45. Like it's just
wow,
nuts.
man. You got to tip your hat to this, man.
It's incredible. Like I said, I was never comfortable. Like, being a fan of his, and God knows I hated the Patriots when they were. But like, you got to give him props. You got to give him
And there's no way his legacy ends bad. Like if he goes in here and loses next round and just gets smashed, and all right, man, I'm done. What you gonna say?
And on the other side, if he wins, he's coming back for a three. He's coming back for a three-peat
in Tampa Bay.
He's coming back for a three-peat.
Oh man, it's crazy, bro. Props to the GOAT, man, for sure.
Well, that's the thing is, like, at the end of the day, like, whatever happens, he's already
his legacy is cemented.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. But like, he just continues to win and do these amazing things, and like, it was really a discussion. Like, okay, what would he be like without Bill Belichick? What would he be like? But like, you look at these jokers that he won, some of these wide receivers that he had, and he won with skill position guys that weren't good, like wide receivers that weren't that great. Mm-hmm. And he won, and they continue to win, and he's moved on, and he just keeps on winning. Like and meanwhile, the Patriots, got absolutely embarrassed by the by the Bills. I think that argument is over. I think that discussion is over at this point. So kudos, props to him. Also props to Ja Morant of the Memphis Grizzlies. You've heard of Demetrius Ja Morant. 7th in the NBA in jersey sales for the first half of the season. 7th league-wide. That's what a superstar is. A guy who's in Memphis, one of the league's smallest markets, who's never thought about having a dude with a jersey sale anywhere close to that. A jersey sale ahead of Trae Young, ahead of Klay Thompson, ahead of Damian Lillard, ahead of Joel Embiid, ahead of Devin Booker, ahead of LaMelo Ball, ahead of Anthony Davis. Not far behind Luka and Durant and Giannis and Jason Tatum and these guys in bigger markets that are superstars or MVP type guys. Like, that's a star, man. That is crazy, man.
Yep, top 10.
Unbelievable. 7th. Like, that's nuts.
And throw this one out here. You remember the interview in the beginning of the season when Ja was like, I'm a top 5 point guard in the league? People was like, man, sit down. Like, Ja, what are you talking about? Come on now. The man said it. He said it.
Man. What he said, he's speaking to
He called his shot.
No question about it. He called it, and it's working out.
All-Star starter. Final results Saturday.
Voting ends tomorrow. So you got to go and get those votes in, and then that includes people were asking me about this voting for the media as well in Saturday too, and I assume the players too, so they can get all that stuff added up and announce it on Thursday.
You got your job vote in, Pete?
I'm not voting, man. If I had a media vote, I would. But
who votes out of Memphis? I'm sure Drew and not
Evan did last year.
Not Evan, the new guy.
DeMichael.
DeMichael Cole.
Yeah.
We call it DeMichael.
Not to be confused with Michael Cole of
right.
WWE fame.
Or Hollywood Cole.
That's right. Or Old King Cole, who's a merry old soul. All of a sudden I'd be confused with him.
Yeah.
When we come back, hour number 2, we're going to talk to Kari Thompson about all this stuff as we continue here. All the smoke. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56 and 98.5.
Hi, this is Troy Fiveash, owner of Fiveash Roof Services. If you need a new roof for your home or business, we hope to hear from you and will work hard to earn your business. We are experts and certified in residential and commercial roofing, siding, and gutter installation. I have been serving the Memphis area for over 20 years, and now with 2 of my sons working with me, we plan to be here for years to come. So if you need a roof, please give us a call. On a personal note, what a great time it is to be a Memphis sports fan. With the Grizzlies and the Redbirds and 901 FC, not to mention Tigers football and basketball, it's going to be a fun year. Thanks to Coach Silverfield and Coach Hardaway and their staffs for their dedication to the student and athletes, the University of Memphis, the City of Memphis, and us fans. Five Ash Roof Services, a proud partner of the Memphis Tigers and the official roofer of the Tigers home team. Five Ash Roofing, fair, honest, and ethical. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Five Ash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
It doesn't matter how much you owe on your trade-in. It doesn't matter if you've got bad credit. Everybody saves big during Sunrise Buick GMC's year-end blowout. Hundreds of new and used Buicks and GMCs with a $5 million used car inventory, specializing in cars and trucks under $10,000. Remember, Sunrise wants to get you financed. Bad credit, bankrupt, slow pay, it's okay. Sunrise specializes in secondary financing and works to get you financed when no one else can. Zero down with approved credit delivers at Sunrise. Buy American and buy from sunrisememphis.com. Collierville, Covington Pike, and Wolf Chase. We make it fun to buy a car again.
Saving at the Home Depot means you can do more for less. Like upgrading your kitchen with a top-rated Samsung kitchen suite, a smart range with air fry, a smart cooling system refrigerator, and a dishwasher with advanced quiet cycles. And with free delivery, the savings come to you. Shop in-store, online, or in the Home Depot app. The Home Depot, how doers get more done. U.S. only while supplies last. Valid 1/6 through 1/26/2022. Free delivery on orders of $396 or more.
It's a new year. That means it's time for a floor model sale at Family Leisure. You can help Family Leisure make room for all the new 2022 products that are coming in. All floor models are priced to move right now. If it's on the floor, it's on sale. But you better hurry to get these special savings because once these floor models are gone, folks, they're gone.
We're talking theater seating, massage chairs, arcades, foosball and hockey tables, all on sale. Shuffleboard tables, pool tables, they're on sale too. Plus, there's so much more on sale, and you can get New Year's deals on spas and swimming pools as well. Family Leisure needs the room for new inventory. So what's here has got to go. You can help them. The floor model sale is happening now at Family Leisure, Whitten Road at I-40, where family and fun come together. Happy New Year from our good friends at Family Leisure.
We are Sports 56 WHBQ Memphis and W253DF Memphis, Flynn Broadcasting Stations. Now, back to Sports 56 Grind Time. This hour is brought to you by Poultry Power. Here once again are Peter Edmiston and Anthony Sain.
I got a surprise for you.
They gonna get on Penny Head. What?
Oh man, what a mess. Oh, what a mess this whole thing is, man. That's all I can say. Woo-wee! Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. What do you want to do? What do you want to do here? Just
stay on Penny Head all night long. All night long.
Just so sad, man. We lost Meatloaf today.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, sure.
Yep,
Yesterday.
Meatloaf passed away.
I was
Apparently he
reading something about him a couple days. Okay.
Yeah, he was apparently unvaccinated, didn't want to get vaccinated.
Yep.
He died of COVID.
Uh-huh. That's what it was.
Another example of somebody just didn't need to lose him, but we did. Lost Louis Anderson as well. Man, tough. Tough situation.
Wait, we lost Louis Anderson? When?
Yep. Today.
Oh, bro.
Yep. I know. He died of cancer complications, unfortunately.
Man.
68.
Life is short, man.
I know.
Better live it to the best.
I know, man. Bob Saget, Louis, it's just a lot of names.
Yeah.
Betty White. I mean, it's tough. It's tough out there. But we survive and we do the best we can. Hour number 2 of the program here, presented by Poultry Power. Man, tough night last night for the Tigers. Tougher night for Penny, who just kind of went off. And we were talking about this one and just how absolutely ridiculous this whole situation is. Quite frankly. I don't know, man. It's hard to even imagine. It's hard to even imagine it's gotten to this point, but it has. And so now all we can do is deal with it from here. And we've talked about the Penny. We've talked about the situation. We talked about what that means and what needs to happen for a team that's 9-8 right now. This team, Anthony's saying they would have to win out in order to win 20 games.
Just gotta give it time, Peter. You gotta be patient.
They have to win out in order to win 20 games this year.
For real?
Yes.
When I looked at the standings yesterday, bro, I was done. I was like, man, these dudes are in 7th place in the AAC.
7th place in the AAC.
3 and
Not
4.
7th place in the country.
3 and 4.
7th place. Their projected record right now is from Bart Torvik is 15-13.
Man, it's looking sick.
That means that they would finish 7-5 in their last 12 games left?
Yeah.
No, 8. Sorry, 6-5 in their last. Or no, 7-4. I'm sorry, 7-4. Whoo, man, oh man. All right,
It's tough.
you want to talk to Kari?
Yeah, let's talk to Kari, man. Why not? Why not?
Kari Thompson, formerly of the Memphis Commercial Appeal, now the Jackson Clarion Ledger, joining us now.
And yeah, we got some stupid questions for you, Kari. Now what? Yeah.
Hey guys, what's going on back in Memphis, man?
Man, you know what's going on back here, man. Don't come in here with that, man.
What's popping? You know.
About to be you getting popped, man. Quit playing with me, man. Penny reminded y'all, look, I'm from North Memphis, man. I'm not going to play with anybody at all. I hate seeing my boy like that, man. For real, though.
Yeah.
Don't let him see you sweat, Penny, man. You ain't had to go to North Memphis with him, bro. You took him there, Penny. You went Binghamton with him, man.
Yeah, we got Binghamton, Penny.
For real, that man went Binghamton like, bro, Penny, you had to take it there, bro. That man, don't let him get you like that one second. Come on now. Carl, you ever been to Binghamton? Now, what you see is Binghamton ain't what Binghamton used to be. You seen Binghamton with big apartment complexes getting built, and coffee shops and all that type of stuff. You ain't never seen Binghamton like the Penny grew up in.
Right, no doubt.
But okay, if you kind of pride yourself as like being a guy who's really about his job, doing what you have to do, business first, all those type of things. Have you ever had of course not to this magnitude where it's a national story, but have you ever had someone that you've interviewed just kind of get ruffled and just get on? Well, you said or did something to get under the skin. And you're covering Deion Sanders, so it's probably going to happen. So, do you have any experiences like that in your resume?
Nah, definitely not to this degree. I don't know. It's different because with high school kids, you can't really grill them the way that you can grill Penny Hardaway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Prime was in the hospital when I got here for a month. I've been here 3 months. Prime, the season's been over for a month, and Prime was in the hospital for a month. So I've talked to him a couple times at press conferences. But see, the difference between Deion Sanders and Anthony Deion Hardaway at this point is that one legend is winning, and the other isn't.
Man, you get on my nerves, man. You clown Memphis in a way that few others are able to, bro.
Hey, man, I lived here.
Hey.
We know what it is.
He's not wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not wrong. Now's the time. If you're going to clown Memphis, now's the time to do it. This is it's clowning situation. Yeah,
Bro,
Corey,
Penny clowned himself last night. Be real. Yeah. Penny clowned himself. Be real about it.
Yeah, he did.
This ain't us.
You're 100% right on that. I've said it before. It's coaches I don't know. If somebody comes at you with a truly disrespectful question or something, then fair enough. Say your piece. But people who want to dunk on media and coaches who and players who resort to that rather than anything else. That's just a sign of desperation. It's just a sign of you losing, faith, a sign of you out of ideas. Because, man, look, the media is the easiest thing in the world to crap on. That happens by everybody. Just like in nowadays in social media, especially people love to fans aha, he showed you, got you, all this stuff. So jumping on the media is nothing new. It's not like the media has major control over this stuff. I don't know, man. Take some responsibility for where you are, because that's what's going on right now. There's only one person to start with when it comes to accountability for the program, and it ain't the media.
Dude, he's talking about young kids, right? And he's the one who constructed the roster. Number one, and number two, dog, he's out here talking like a Memphis high school basketball coach.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Carr? What'd you say, Carr? I didn't catch the last part you said. Say it again.
I said he's talking like a Memphis high school.
Yeah, he is. He's talking like. And you know what? I'm glad you said. I had a conversation with a friend of mine. It's it seems like Penny's made two crucial mistakes in his time being here. Number one, I think that he made the mistake of thinking he didn't have to hire coaches that can kind of carry him for a few years, man. That's always been my biggest issue with him. I really wish he had hired, some established career college basketball assistant coaches who he could hire and they could carry him, that can make him look great. That he won't be the first. Right. You know what I mean? That's always been his most crucial mistake in my eyes. Number two, I think that the fact that he came out thinking that he could just kind of out-talent everybody in college basketball the way he did in high school. I just think that's a very flawed philosophy. College basketball is one of those sports where, man, you've got a coach. And guys can win with less against you, regardless of your talent level, if you don't really know what you're doing as far as X's and O's. You can have teams that can totally slow the ball down, can just really strategize to take you out of what you like to do. And I really think that he thought he could just come out there and just, all right, every dead ball, bring in the new five. We're just going to out-athlete and out-talent everybody in the nation. I really think he thought that just the things he did at East, they were going to work in college basketball. And I hope he sees now that, man, it just don't work like that.
Man, it makes total sense why he would think that way, though. He's Penny Hardaway. He's been out-talenting people his whole life. Like, that's that's who he is. That's what he does. You know what I'm saying? And college basketball is a different game. It's just different.
Yeah, it's wild.
Well, it's different, but it's I don't know, man. It's like this. It's just silly to me that we've gotten to this point. It really is. It's so silly that it's gotten to this point. And but you're dealing with Coach Prime down there, who he also is a control freak. He wants to have a certain level of control over his program. He wants to have a certain level of control over what happens and how he's portrayed and all that stuff. I get all that. That's fine. That's okay with where you are as a coach. You have that right. But he also was accomplishing great things down there too. You're talking about incredible recruiting, and then that was followed up by a really successful season, that last game aside, and now continues to make splashes in the recruiting this offseason. So, like, if you're to that point, if this team was like, if this Memphis team was like, 16-1 or 15-2, and in the top 10, then Penny's got a lot more credibility to say, yeah, don't ask me these stupid questions, because
But he wouldn't even have to, because they'd be winning. He's only staying.
Well, but just saying, if someone stepped to him in that capacity, like that's what you would do. Like, you can't not win and still have the attitude. It doesn't work that way.
But it was Calkins. Calkins, like, dude, like, if they're 15-1, Calkins will be praising them, 100%.
Yeah,
like,
you
get.
Of course,
you can't tell me that this isn't someone out to get Penny Hardaway. This is no, like. The fact is that they've lost 8 of their last 12 games, and someone asked them if they thought he could do the job. Because, like, bro, it's year 4, and you've had 2 number 1 recruiting classes and 0 NCAA tournament appearances. Like, we can't act like Penny's a new coach. He's had time. Like, the scrutiny would come whether he's Penny Hardaway or not. The fact that he's Penny shielded him from a lot of this stuff. Because people naturally want to like Penny and root for Penny.
Right. I don't know what turned me, man. Because this time last year, Peter would roll his eyes when we talk Tiger basketball, because I would defend Penny ad nauseum. Something turned me, bro. I think I ain't gonna lie. I'm old. I'm 42 years old. And I sat there and I watched the 5-hour Memphis Madness. And I think they did it, bro. I think, like, after that, I was like, y'all better be good.
Yeah.
I saw people dancing and gyrating all around me, these youngsters. I had to endure that the gyrating wasn't that bad. Let me rephrase.
Take me back to the days when Penny Hardaway was riding through FedEx Forum on a, what's that thing called? The slingshot.
Yeah, that was a few months ago.
Take me back to those days.
And he was bug jumping. He was out there bug jumping with the players, man. Just bug jumping.
That was awesome. So much swag.
Man, I thought it was just so swagged up. I said, man, we're about to win the national championship. I came on the air and said it, bro.
Facts. That was the vibe.
Didn't you feel that energy that night, bro? Like, man, we're about to win the championship. Look at this.
It was like a movie.
Like, Penny lost all them dudes. He came back with the number 1 recruiting class in the country, the number 1, the number 2 player in the nation for this year's class. And they look like him and Shaq looked in blue chips before they got going. Before they got going.
I mean,
oh God.
Getting beat by East Carolina.
I mean,
and why is he acting like he don't have bodies? And that one kid's not playing at all this year, bro. The kid he just wasted his whole freshman season. He could have redshirted.
Oh, Camden?
Yeah. Oh, he just ain't got bodies. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, the Camden kid. I mean, again, we talked about Houston is missing, Marcus Sasser, who's like All-American level dude, best, one of the best scorers in the league. He's out. They're missing Javon Reed. They're missing, or Tremont Mark rather, Jamal Sheed. They're missing a bunch of their dudes. They're down to walk-ons with guard, and they're still winning games. There's lots of other teams around the league, around the country, who are missing guys, who've been missing guys for injuries or COVID or whatever. Nobody's got their roster. Nobody's got their roster. It's such a ridiculous argument. If I had my roster, we'd be. I mean, that you could say that for just about every team in the country, if they had their guys, if they had their roster. Well, they don't. They don't. And
they weren't winning when they had their guys.
Well, that's the second thing. Is as I tweeted out yesterday, I remember, 6 weeks ago when Penny was blaming his veterans, and the veteran now he's saying, oh, we can't play without our veterans. 6 weeks ago he's saying our veterans are the guys that we're losing our games because these guys don't care enough. And they're out here ripping
me, bro.
I'm glad you played this soundbite.
Yeah,
Kari,
save that. Save that. That's a great drop. We're
do you think that? Do you think there was an element of disrespect in Jeff's question? I thought it was weird. Jeff was being Jeff. Me personally, I wouldn't ask Penny that particular question that way.
Not disrespect.
I forgot who I'm asking, man. Stop, man.
No, I mean, look. You can ask. It's a fair question. Do you think you can do the job? I mean, I don't think that's disrespectful. I think Penny.
Hearing you say that made me want to come across the table on you, because that triggered me to hear you say that. I started thinking, okay, put myself in the mind of Penny Hardaway, and I started receiving that question as if you were asking me. I wanted to fight you, bro. I wasn't gonna cut you out. I probably would have called you after the press conference to cut you out, though. If you asked me that on the stage, man, you out here in front of my wife and in front of my kids, asking me that, man. Come on.
Listen, man.
I got my side chick over here, man. Don't do me like that.
Another.
It wasn't disrespectful, man.
But Carl, I'm asking you, man. We had the famous Kari, You're a Op episode as well. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Classic. So classic Sports 56 mornings episode we had. I had to, Kari, you are kind of op though, man. I ain't gonna lie. You my man, bro. But you kind of op, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm not an op, bro. I'm fair. I'm down the middle. Look. I'll put out stuff on anybody regardless. Kind
of like a black Jeff Calkins out here, bro.
Listen,
stop
the question
disrespecting me, bro.
Bothered Penny. The question only bothered Penny because he's catching L's. That's the only reason why it bothered Penny at all. Penny's a pro. Penny's dealt with the media longer than practically as long as I've been alive.
Right, exactly.
Penny's been in this since the 90s.
Yeah.
Penny knows the media way better than most people will ever. He's forgotten most of the media than most people will ever. He's dealt with way harsher stuff. He's Penny freaking Hardaway. The issue is that he's catching L's. So he's getting sensitive. He's getting in his feels. That's what it is. He brushes this off if they're winning, which is what Peter was saying before. But then again, if they're winning, he doesn't even have to answer it. He doesn't even have to deal with it.
Well, listen, here's the other thing. You also have to look. I think Penny, the point that you're making about him having gone through all this stuff before, it's true. He definitely has. He's been around. He's done lots. He's been he's Penny Hardaway, as you say. I think it's different though, because I think that he's not used to failing. He's not a failure. He's a guy that has always succeeded in pretty much everything that he's done, whether it be on the court, or whether it be marketing, or whether it be in high school coaching, or whatever it may in the business world. He's been a success, everything he has touched. And so this is his pride and joy. This is his alma mater. And he thought, I suspect, that I'd walk in, I'm going to get all these recruits, I'm going to come in, and we're going to start winning everything. And it has proven to be significantly harder than he thought it would be. And I just don't think he can deal with that. I don't think he can deal with that level of failure and what it takes to overcome that. I just don't think I don't think he's got the. It doesn't look to me like he's got the stomach for it. That he wants to work to push his way back. I just don't see it. I don't see it. Maybe I'm wrong. But I don't see it. I don't see him getting better as a coach. I don't see him working harder to get better as a coach. If anything, I see him, just kind of stagnating.
You're working so effing hard already, Peter.
I know. I can only, the same stuff with the assistant coaches. The assistant coaches, he's going through those, left and right. He's not, relying on their advice. He's not changing the way that he coaches, the way that he approaches. He's not asking for help. None of that stuff. None of that stuff. He doesn't look interested on the sideline. He doesn't look like he's particularly concerned. I mean, he's just going, his body language is absolutely horrible on the sidelines. Memphis had a coach prior to Penny, and Tubby Smith, who was a Hall of Famer, legend, all that stuff. And, he was making a lot of money. And it was said, hey, man, look, he doesn't need to succeed because, what he's already done. He's already a Hall of Famer. What does he care? And the truth is, Penny doesn't need this job either. He's got plenty of money. He wants to succeed, but he doesn't need to succeed. I think it's time for the University of Memphis to have a coach who actually needs to succeed. Because I just think you're seeing the result of this.
Look at you, Peter.
You got a coach.
Fire Penny, Peter?
I'm not saying fire Penny, but I'm just saying most schools have coaches that need the job. Most schools have coaches who need to succeed. And that's a very powerful motivator for you to get better as a coach. If you don't need to succeed, whether it's because you've already gotten all the money that you need and you're resting on your laurels as a Hall of Famer, or whether you have other interests and it's not really that big of a deal whether you're going to be a coach or not, there's not really much motivation for you to get better, is there?
Carl, you there? You know your phone's terrible. You still there, bro?
I'm here.
Oh,
I'm here.
Okay, quiet, man.
Just something to think about. Just something for you to think about.
Hey, that's some real stuff you said, Peter. The last one we had was who? Pastner? Yeah.
That needed it? Pastner. Yeah. And Pastner was clawing and scratching and fighting.
Man, like a dog. Like a thirsty dog.
I mean, he wasn't great, but I mean, and look at him now. He's gotten better. He's still out there. He's coaching the major D1 program, doing I would say okay at Georgia Tech. Like he's all right. Yeah.
I want to see somebody do a face swap video where they put Pastner's face on top of Penny cursing like that, going on.
Gee, golly, Willikers!
You know those apps where you can switch
Jiminy
the face up?
Cricket. Yeah, Josh Pastner famously never cursed at all.
Yeah, it'd be hilarious if you just saw Josh going off like that.
Jiminy Cricket. Dagnabbit.
It was hilarious when Penny went off, man. Like
it was funny. It's funny.
It's hilarious.
So, Kari, what's the ultimate outcome of this whole thing?
Man, I think that they're gonna find a way to just shock people, and I don't know. I just think they're gonna find a way to turn it around somehow, some way.
It's like shock them in what sense? Like there's that could be done in multiple.
They're
gonna
turn
ways.
around and they're gonna turn around and mess around and win the AAC. That's
another one.
No. Who?
Yes.
Boy, oh boy.
Dude, they have so much talent. Are you kidding? I don't know. They're a sleeping giant. That's what I'll say about them. They're a sleeping giant. If they ever figure out how to play basketball,
it's a really important skill for a basketball team to have. I'm just gonna tell you that's.
You know what I saw the other day that was so weird, bro? I saw, I can't remember what game this was because I watched the Tigers in very small doses. I just can't take much of it. I turn it off. I was watching a play where it was the game where Imani Bates fouled some dude and got an intentional foul call. Y'all remember that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. After that play, Landers Nolly grabs him. And it looked like a true brotherly, man, be careful, you can't do that. You got it, you good. Put his arms around him. I was like, if those two dudes of all people have that type of bond where it's like, I don't feel no way about you, I want to win this game, I can't really put a finger on what's wrong with the team then. Does that make any sense to y'all what I'm saying? You would think that these guys hate each other by the way that they play when the game is going on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But it started, bro, I hate to say this, and it hurts my heart. I'm holding back tears when I say this. But, bro, it's weird because it feels like it's us against Penny. It's at first I was like, okay, Penny's got a bunch of guys that don't like each other. He doesn't have control of his team, whatever. But I'm not seeing it. It seems like those dudes hate losing, and they just it's like, will somebody get us and help us win? That's what it looks like to me, man. And I hate to see Penny go down like this because, bro, this is one of my heroes, bro. If Penny Hardaway walked in this studio right now, I would sound like Darian sounds at a Laker game.
Not this time.
I would sound like Darian Newsom at a Laker game
like,
if Penny Hardaway. Yeah.
Woo!
And it's just, oh, man, it hurts my heart, man. It hurts my soul.
Well, it's tough. It's tough, man. It's tough. I don't like it, but here we are. Kari, have a great weekend. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy that brand new offensive coordinator that you got down there. Seems like a good hire, I guess.
Appreciate it. I'll try not to ask me stupid questions.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Don't do it.
Yeah, because Prime will put you on blast out there. About that. All right, thanks, Kari. Kari Thompson joining us here on the program. When we come back, you want to continue this line of discussion, saying, or do you want to? Are you too upset about it?
Man, I'm
gonna let you choose.
I'm gonna
let you choose.
I'm gonna tell you what hurt me the most, man.
Okay.
And we can talk about that.
You tell me what hurt you.
That bed hurt him. That's probably what hurt him.
Yeah, I don't understand.
We'll talk a little Grizzlies too, just to help everyone feel a little bit better. We'll do that. We continue here. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56 98.5.
The all-new Sports 56 Mornings with Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy. Brought to you by Action 24/7, James Gaddis Jewelers, and Acura of Memphis. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10 right here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Mount Moriah Auto Sales. What sets them apart? Great selection, quality, high-end to low-end cars, and low mileage. Mount Moriah Auto Sales is under new management. Ask for Emmett or Steven. Check out their great selection of cars or trucks. Choose from Dodges, Jeeps, Fords, GMCs, Infinitis, Porsches, Range Rovers, Lexus, Mercedes, BMWs, even Bentleys. Mount Moriah Auto Sales also has a great service department with 12 bays for everything from oil changes to alignment to new tires. Go to MountMoriahAutoSales.com. Pick out your like new car or truck today. Mount Moriah Auto Sales, right on the corner and right on the price.
Susan, it's so great to finally be able to get together again.
Oh, it sure is. And I really appreciate you picking up the bill.
I'm happy to. I've got the extra cash. Since we've all been driving so much more again, I've been using Get Upside, the free gas app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Get Upside app?
Yes, up to 25 cents a gallon. Cash back every time I buy gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
Some months I make $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Get Upside app now.
Download the free Get Upside app now in the App Store or Google Play to save up to 25 cents a gallon when you buy gas. Use promo code PATH for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's up to 50 cents a gallon on your next fill-up. You can cash out anytime to PayPal or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Get Upside app and use promo code PATH for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code PATH.
It's time to call Doug and Colin Brown for your house. Looking to buy or sell a home in Mississippi? Rely on Doug and Colin Brown, $1 Million Realtors at Regency Realty in Mississippi. This father-son combo will help you find your next dream home. With decades of experience, Doug and Colin Brown put honesty, integrity, and clients first. Call Doug and Colin Brown in Mississippi at 901-598-9168. Regency Realty, 901-350-5050.
Say there was a place, the perfect place for everything you need for tailgates and patios. Grills and chairs, charcoal and coolers. Everything to make a great game or a great day. That perfect place wouldn't be a warehouse. It's East Memphis Ace Hardware. Locally owned and operated at Quince and White Station, East Memphis Ace Hardware is where you'll find Benjamin Moore paints, local plants from local growers, and Black & Decker tools. Around the block, what you need in stock with people who know their tailgates. Welcome to East Memphis Ace Hardware, the home convenience store.
What a great time to start a new year with a new car, truck, or SUV from our friends at Auto Universe Germantown. The new go-to place for the finest luxury vehicles you'll find in one place anywhere. It's on Winchester, just off 385. I'm out here looking at hundreds right now. Lexus, Toyota, Infiniti. Here's some great-looking Audis and Jeeps. And I see Hondas, Chevys, Mercedes, beautiful trucks, SUVs, and of course, cars. Go to eAutoUniverseGermantown.com and take a look for yourself. A lot of people complaining about long wait times getting service appointments. Well, just call Robert here at Auto Universe Germantown. He'll get you in now. 901-751-7300. Everything from brake service, rotating tires, transmission service, even checking the battery. Winchester just off 385. That's where they're located. You're going to love Auto Universe Germantown. Ask for Zach and tell him you heard it here on Sports 56 Radio. Finest pre-owned luxury vehicles and great no-haggle prices. 7300 Winchester off 385 or online at eAutoUniverse.com.
Listen Sundays at 11 a.m. to join Idlewild Presbyterian Church for worship. Idlewild is a PCUSA church located in Midtown Memphis.
Now, back to Sports 56 Grind Time. This hour is brought to you by Poultry Power. Here once again are Peter Edmiston and Anthony Sane.
All right. We continue the program.
Real fast. I dove into Facebook to see what the people had to say. Denny Williams.
But they're doing great.
Denny Williams in Tiger Nation 5 minutes ago. Very interesting fact I heard on today's Sports 56. Coach Hardaway said if he had a full team, he could beat SMU. The afternoon show said Coach Hardaway had a full team against Ole Miss, Georgia, Murray State. Still got beat. Penny's blamed his freshmen and his seniors for this season so far. Like MJ would say, Penny needs to look at the man in the mirror. Thank you, Denny, because I know you listen to our show. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Denny. Appreciate that. Very nice.
Real talk, though. It's that simple, man. It's really that simple, man.
That's it. I go back to it. I'll say it again. And I said it with Tubby, and as much as I think Memphis really had no choice but to hire Penny because of how disaffected the fans were. But you do need a coach that needs the job. It's really
that's a good point, man.
It's just tough. It's tough when you don't need it, and it's just hard. It's hard to maybe your motivation's not there. Maybe hey, I can walk away from this anytime. Y'all need me. Well, that's not where you want to be as a university. That's for sure. I know this. The NFL playoffs are in full gear, and everyone can get on the action with a risk-free bet on FanDuel Sportsbook. It doesn't matter if you're new to FanDuel or if you already have an account. All customers get up to $10 back if your same-game parlay doesn't win. You may have heard our buddy Adam Kramer talking about his same-game parlay, and I'm going to jump on with him as well, talking about the Titans, talking about maybe jumping on the little Derrick Henry yardage, maybe jumping on with a little Ryan Tannehill action, maybe jumping on with the Titan victory this weekend. You could bet that same-game parlay. I think I tell you what, he kind of talked me into it. I think I'm going to jump in and see what I can get on that. It's so easy to do. I use that app that I got on my phone. It's the market leader. It's easy to use. It's super fast. Your payouts come in as little as 24 hours. Plus, if you've already got an account, you place that risk-free same-game parlay on any divisional round to qualify. It doesn't matter if you're new or you already have the account. All customers get up to $10 back if your same-game parlay doesn't win. And if you are a new customer, join today with promo code BIGHEAD to get that risk-free bet. And if it's your first time betting with FanDuel, you can enjoy 30-1 odds on any team in that divisional round to win. Just use promo code BIGHEAD. You can turn a $5 bet into $150. Promo code BIGHEAD on the FanDuel Sportsbook app. FanDuel, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, must be 21 and older and present in Tennessee. Bonus issued is non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 7 days. Max bonus $10. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call TN Redline 1-800-889-9789.
You had to do that, didn't you, Peter?
Yeah,
you had to trigger me, didn't you, man?
I should have told you to take the.
You just told me, hey, you should have said, "Saying go use the restroom."
I felt bad for you.
Yeah,
because I had a little delay on the game. I was doing some stuff, and as I was watching, I watched your bet that you put up on Twitter. It was the point total. The total.
Let me tell my story, man.
Oh my God,
man. Y'all.
I felt bad for you, man. That layup.
So I'm in Taekwondo yesterday. Yesterday's Taekwondo Thursday in the same household. My good friend Jason Smith from down in Dallas there. Jason's kid, of course, little CJ, him and Gabe are best friends. Me and Smith are good friends. Of course, we're both black. We both do the same thing, so we're friends. So I'm talking to my good friend Jason. He's like, "Yeah, man, I put money on the Tigers on the under today. It's free money, man. It got the Tigers at 77 points." I was like, "Nah."
You make him sound like Harden. Yeah, man.
No, I wouldn't.
That was his Jordan Harden.
Yeah, my bad. I wasn't trying to.
Yeah, hey, man.
No,
I'm Jason, man.
I don't think I've done a Jason Smith voice. I'm gonna have to see if I can pull it out. Anyway,
you gotta get deep. You gotta get some bass in there.
Throw a little preacher in there too. So, man, I'm telling you, man, 77 points, man. That's free money. It's free. Anyway, so Smith's like, "Hey, man, it's free money, free money." So I'm like, yeah, that's free money. So I said, let me take a look at it. Let me take a look and see where the money is currently. Because I like the live bet. Shout out to FanDuel. They give you the option of live bet. I love it. I love live bet, man. Live bet says 61.5 points. So I said, you know what? That sounds good. I'll take that. I'll take that 61.5. Memphis is terrible. I know SMU is going to slow the ball down. They're going to, run the clock. They're going to play good defense. They're going to take the air out of the ball. After a while, they're going to just start holding the ball, and, Memphis is going to lose. And then the total points was 124.5. I took that, too. And guess what else I did, Peter? That 61.5 was looking so good, I bet it twice.
Ooh, he bet it twice.
Double down.
Double down.
He bet it twice.
And guess what these garbage University of Memphis Tigers started doing?
Oh, he bet it twice.
Down 15, they want to start fouling SMU on every possession and, stretching the game out. Man, take the L. Now y'all want to come out here. Tyler Harris had a stat pad. And I look up. I can't watch the game. I'm at Taekwondo. I just look at the screen. Tyler Harris layup. Tyler Harris 3-pointer. Tyler Harris 2 free throws. I'm like, bro, what in the world? So I'm holding on. There's 11 seconds left. I've already lost about 124.5.
Yes, lost the
because Memphis is trying super hard, down 15 at home to SMU. Just instead of just taking the L, letting the SMU run out the clock there, they just fighter spirit. We're not quitting. No.
So you didn't actually see that?
No, I'm sitting watching I'm reading my money go away.
You would have hit the television screen when you saw that last foul because I felt it for you.
I'm like, bro, why y'all let these dudes run the freaking clock out? Y'all lose about 15 at home.
And then that last layup that little Tyler took, I said, why would you do something like that?
Peter, I counted my money. I'm counting my money with like 8 minutes in the game. Like, man, I'm going to spend it.
You never listened to Kenny Rogers?
What money resign? What
don't do it,
resign? Okay, let me tell you.
You haven't listened to Kenny Rogers?
Peter, that was free money, man.
At the table. You never count your money.
But hold on, the story ain't done. The story ain't done, man. The story's not done. It gets worse. So I say, you know what? I had another bet. I always do a recoup bet. Like if I bet $10, I'll bet that 10 for something. Then I have a bet where I'll put
an ace in the hole.
I'll say, okay, I'll make this bet just to make my $10 bet back, right? What I typically do is I'll go to college basketball and maybe NBA, and I'll bet a bunch of for sure favorites, like 7-8 point home favorites. I'll bet those to try to make my $10 back, just in case my first bet didn't hit. It's like my safe bet, right? Mm-hmm. My safe bet yesterday included my Murray State Racers, who took care of their business last night. I had Providence, Wright State, North Texas, Delaware, a lot of those type of teams. So I won that bet, right? So I got my original $10 back that I started off my night with. So I turned that bet into another parlay, Peter Emerson. And that parlay included I did that to try to make half of my money back from the Memphis game. I took
complicated here.
Yeah, I took the under in a hockey match, hit it. Had Cal State Fullerton winning, hit it. I took Gonzaga to win, hit it. Took Arizona to win, hit it. I was counting that $30, Peter. That $30 like that was hit. But guess what I had to do? I had to make a deal with the devil for this $30 last night. You know what I was doing last night at about 11 o'clock? I'm cheering for.
We just say pop.
You know what I was doing, Peter? There, I was pulling for the Golden State Warriors to win the game against the Indiana Pacers, and whoever the crap Indiana had on the court last night. If I'd hit that, I would have made half of my money back from the Tigers. The Golden State Warriors losing would have been extremely beneficial to the Grizzlies, and here I am betting, hoping they win, so I can make my freaking $30 back that I lost screwing around with the Tigers. Guess what happened? You saw what happened.
Yeah. Somehow they lost.
You know who I blame for this?
How that happened?
Who you blame for?
Jeff Calkins. Because it wasn't University of Memphis' fault.
It's all his fault.
It's you measly, meddling media members in the city of Memphis. Well, I'm glad I'm not one of y'all.
Both teams play hard.
No, they didn't.
Both teams play hard.
Memphis played too hard.
Both teams play hard.
Shout out to
Rest and
Rasheed.
good night.
Shout out to Rasheed.
Shout out to Rasheed.
If Rasheed was on the bench, he'd be like, nah, Penny, this week, man. Why we found these folks up? We down 15, man. We down 15. Penny, just take the L. Rasheed would not have let Penny do that. Larry Brown would have said, Penny, that's the score.
Penny told you keep his name.
What's the score, Penny? No, stop fouling.
I worked hard.
Nah, you didn't.
You can cut this up so many times.
Man, I'm so mad, bro. Like, Why y'all just couldn't be sorry last night, man? Why y'all gotta be sorry and fighting hard at the end when ain't nobody trying but y'all?
It was unnecessary. It actually was.
Messing with my money,
Both
man.
teams could have dribbled out the ball. It was so
The
unnecessary.
game was over. Y'all got it. Oh, foul him. I'm like, what in the
They
world?
fouled
am I
again,
watching?
and then little Tyler, I said, no, Tyler, no. I fell for you.
Tyler had 15. He scored 12 of those in the last
I fell for you.
minute of the game, I think.
I
it's terrible. It's terrible. No question.
Then you told me he hit almost half court three that meant nothing. That 3-point.
It was that last layup that meant nothing. Like, he could have easily.
Yeah, that's like, yeah. He's like, if he hadn't
done that,
yeah.
I mean, but I'd have took the over on 124, man. That was kind of low.
No, bro, bro. If you had a look,
kind of low,
and you had looked at the score of the game, the score was like, it was like 30 points to go with 5 minutes. Memphis scored 41 points in the second half,
the veterans, the betting veterans will tell you
that was a live
man.
bet. That must have been
It was
a
a
live
live
bet.
bet.
Okay. That's how you got the 124. I thought you did that
man,
initially.
But the betting vets will tell you this is stuff that happens, man. This happens. You know, you can't. You just out here. It happens, man.
I'm a rookie, man. I got to stay out of it.
You just got to stay out of it. Absolutely.
Penny, what's the score? Don't foul him, man. You're better than that.
You sound like Dick Vitale. Oh, baby, Slam Jam Bam. Oh, BTPR.
I tell you, that Imani Bates looks just like the kid from Digital Underground.
Man, Imani
Stop
Bates
disrespecting me, bro.
Oh, God.
Man.
Where did you find that guy, Penny? Looks just like Shock G, the one who put the satin in your panties. Oh, God, man. This is such a joke of a season, bro. Like, good God.
It's just sad, man. It's just sad.
These dudes are 9-8, bro.
9-8.
Another one.
In a bad
conference.
league.
One team from that conference is going to the tournament. Houston,
bad league.
Houston and maybe somebody else. If Houston don't win the conference tournament, and they're probably going to win. Nobody else from this conference is going to.
Man, again, you just
NCAA.
look again. Take responsibility for what's going on. Just take responsibility for what's going on. And that's all I can say. I mean, stop blaming somebody else. Live your truth. Deal with it, man. If stuff's not going well, deal with it. And quit making excuses for it. Quit making excuses.
Don't do that.
For
I worked hard.
No, I don't think so. I disagree.
He said, "Peter, don't."
I'm just telling you, man.
Man, bro, I can't believe I'm looking at the demise of, bro. This is like watching one of my heroes die, bro. I feel like Spider-Man watching Tony Stark like snap and he's gone. Like, bro,
I know.
Be smart,
like
stay clean, keep the dream. Baby.
Dr. Otto Octavius, you know,
exactly,
such
bro.
a good guy, such a good guy, you know. And then the chip, you know, the chip broke,
the
and
chip
then he
broke.
ends up. It's tough. It's tough out here. It's hard. It's hard.
And just like Dr. Octavius, Penny Hardaway is placing some blame in the wrong people. He's blaming Spider-Man. Spider-Man trying to help you, bro. Memphis Media been trying to help you, Penny, this whole time.
It's been absolutely. I don't know. It's very unfortunate. Just sad all the way around. So we'll finish up the show by talking a little Grizzlies. That'll make everybody feel a little bit better, I think. We'll do that when we continue here live and local 360-8255 on the AutoZone listener line. We're here in the Family Leisure Studios, Real Sports Talk, Sports 56 and 98.5.
Sports 56 Happy Hour with Johnny Radio, presented by Tito's Vodka, from 11 to 1 every weekday on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Gossett Mitsubishi on the Pike is where you'll find the most bang for your buck. Take your pick with adventure-ready 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander Sport or highest safety-rated 2022 Eclipse Cross. Ready to ride at $349 a month. And this is not a lease. You own it. Want 31 MPG highway in your SUV? We Gossett with 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander. Now $398 a month. Plus, at Gossett Mitsubishi, you always get our stellar 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. So for our best deal, look no further than Gossett Mitsubishi, 1870 Covington Pike, or shop online at memphismitsubishi.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
All 72 months at 2.9 APR, 3,000 down, 500 loyalty rebate, 500 military rebate. Sport NU 001422, MSRP 27010. Cross NZO 49092, MSRP 27,000. Outlander NZO 53093, MSRP 29615. Includes all rebates and incentives. PF 695. Excludes tax title and license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 1/31/2022. Dealer stock only.
70% of the Fortune 100 choose Zoom. With phone, chat, workspaces, apps, events, and video in a single platform, Zoom powers all your communications. Large enterprises, small businesses, and individuals use the secure Zoom platform to enable new ways of working, learning, hosting events, and supporting their customers. And now you can save 15% on meetings, chat, and phone with a Zoom United bundle. Visit zoom.com/bundle. Zoom, how the world connects.
Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
I'm Brian Elder, 867-0303. Hurricane season is upon us. Is your roof ready? Are your shingles laying down and sealed properly? Call me right now, 867-0303. They say you get what you pay for. That's why my opinion is free. Maybe you've got years of life left in your roof. If so, I'll tell you that. But if I find storm damage or a compromised roof system, I'll lay out some options for you. Don't let them tell you it needs to be replaced if it only needs a repair. Call me, 867-0303. Has your insurance company already seen it and rejected your claim? Maybe they're correct. Most of the time, they're not. They do tend to become more reasonable once I get involved, though. 867-0303. I'll measure your roof from outer space or BrianElderRoofing.com.
Call 867-0303. Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
If you want to make money in sales, Flynn Broadcasting wants you. If you can sell, Flynn Broadcasting has a great career waiting for you. If you can sell, we have great benefits, salary, commission, sales leads, and a great place to work. If you can sell, let us know today. Send your resume to jobs@flynn.com. Can everyone sell? No. But if you can, Flynn Broadcasting wants you. Apply today at jobs@flynn.com. Start your great career today at jobs@flynn.com. Flynn Broadcasting wants you.
Now, back to Sports 56 Grind Time. This hour is brought to you by Poultry Power. Here once again are Peter Edmiston and Anthony Sane.
You know, I feel bad. I know our folks out there that are, hurting right now. I know our buddies over Central Barbecue are hurting.
Man, who you telling?
Go eat some ribs and some wings and just help them feel better. Everybody commiserate together. They're big Tiger fans. I know they're hurting right now. This is a lot of people hurting right now. Go experience it. They have 4 locations: Central, Summer, Downtown, East Memphis. Go get those delicious, whole smoked, beautiful, delicious, savory, just flavorful, wonderful wings. Those ribs, wet, dry, half and half. Get some turkey, some pork, some barbecue bologna, whatever you want to do, man. Great sides, great desserts. It's all there for you. Inside, and a little heated patio, too. Maybe even too cold for the heated patio, but go out there and enjoy it nonetheless. It is Central Barbecue. EatCBQ.com. You can get it shipped anywhere in the continental United States. Go take care of it. Central Barbecue. It'll make you feel better. CBQ. EatCBQ.com. All right, so we talked about a little bit about the Tigers, obviously, and a couple text tickets here on the AutoZone listener line. Texter says, asking Penny if he's embarrassed is an insult. And you said, why? He said, well, he's Penny bleeping Hardaway. He's accomplished so much on every level. What does he have to be embarrassed about?
Because he's failed on this particular level.
Yeah, this particular thing. I think you've answered your own question.
Easy answer to that, my man.
Yeah, he's accomplished so much.
Doesn't take away from what he has accomplished, but in this particular area, he's failed. And it's failing miserably, man.
Yeah.
My expectations for this team is not to be terrible, and they're terrible.
That seems like a fairly reasonable level of expectation, frankly, and they've not been able to live up to even that very, very minor level of expectation. They've not been able to do that. Texter says Taylor Jenkins. Penny will never be a coaching stud like Taylor Jenkins is.
Then he says Taylor Jenkins is a great coach, unlike the fraud Penny Hardaway. Well, maybe I just sent you guys a group text. I have a suggestion of who the next coach could be. My boy Darko Red, what's his name? Rajakovic, the assistant coach for the Grizzlies. He's undefeated. No, he's not undefeated. He lost one game.
No, he's undefeated.
Undefeated as a head coach. We can do the welcome to the Darko.
Welcome to the Darko.
Come on now.
Grizzlies in action tonight on the road, taking on the Denver Nuggets. Still missing the same crew, except the player's a possibility that Killian Tilly could be back, as he's listed as questionable. I think he probably will be back based on that information. And so,
quick question on it. What does that mean when you're in COVID protocols and your status is questionable?
I don't know, other than if you are technically out of the protocols, but you
may not be 100. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't feel quite right. I mean, that's the only thing I can say. Like,
okay.
Because either you're in the protocol or you're out.
Yeah, because like either you're negative or you're not. What does that mean?
Well, it's like you're negative, but are you fulfilled the terms of the qualification? Whatever it is, you got your test.
Are you all right? Yeah.
A certain amount of time or whatever, all that stuff. Like it's just all those different qualifications. Like either you do them or you don't. I don't. I don't know. I don't know, but. In any event, he could play. It's still going to be tough to take on, the MVP and the Nuggets without all those guys. But very curious to see what Ja's got in store, and if Jaren Jackson Jr. can continue to play. He's typically played very well against the Nuggets. So now, of course, Jokic coming off of a spectacular 49-point performance on Wednesday in overtime against the Clippers. So he's something else, man. 26-14 for the year. I know you want to dog him out, but
who?
Jokic.
I fool Jokic. Don't do that, man. I fool Jokic. I just think he's a paper MVP though.
Stop disrespecting me, bro.
No.
Our friend Shai reminds Darko. Darko wasn't coaching for they lost the Dallas game. I always forget which of the coaches are doing what.
Yeah. I thought he lost one. Yeah.
He's not undefeated. But then I wouldn't hire him. I wouldn't hire them. Sorry.
Does he have an accent?
Darko?
Does he speak English? Yeah, he's got an accent.
Yeah, yeah, he speaks English, but he's got an accent.
I could use that same joke for him again then. Penny, the kid looks like Digital Underground.
Stop.
Shock G, the one who put the satin in your panties?
Stop it.
Will he be back next year? Is he staying?
I work way too hard for that.
Can I keep the one who puts the satin in your panties? Never knew what do you say? That could share me? What's the word?
What's busy in a Burger King bathroom? Is that correct? Is this true? I heard this rumor.
Heard this rumor that Money Betts got busy in the Burger King bathroom.
Is this right?
Is his name pronounced with an umpty?
This seems seems unusual. I don't know if I like that. Quite frankly.
Man, you gotta laugh and stop and cry. Man. I don't care. Hey, cope how y'all cope. Deal with your stages, agree with the way you do. I'm dealing mine. We're dealing with ours the way we do over here.
So, That's it. They'll play some more and see if they can win.
In a Burger King bathroom.
Oh, all right. Y'all be good.
No. You keep Alex Lomax. No, keep Alex Lomax. No more eligibility. No 5-year senior. No.
Y'all be good. We'll talk to you on Monday.
Hi, this is Troy Five-Ash, owner of Five-Ash Roof Services. As we all know, Memphis can be a hotbed for severe weather, and that weather can play havoc on our roofs. Most people don't know what they should do first when they're concerned about the condition of their roof. Call their insurance company, call a contractor, or trust a door-to-door salesman that's making claims that are hard to believe. My advice would be call the contractor that you know and trust. If you don't know any, research your local contractors and give 2 or 3 a call. I hope your research will lead you to us. Have your roof inspected, decide for yourself what you should should do and whether or not you should file a claim with your insurance company. It's your home, it's your policy, and it's your money. Don't let anyone pressure you into anything. If you give 5S Roofing a call, we promise personal service with a member of our family with no pressure and no hype. 5S Roof Services, proud partner of the Memphis Tigers and the official roofer of the Tigers home team. 5S Roofing, fair, honest, and ethical. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
5S Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
The new year means the Start Something New sales event is on, so get ready at Gossett Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat on the Pike. 2021 Jeep Renegade Latitude, $339 a month or $26,250. And get ready for adventure in 2021 Jeep Cherokee Latitude, $429 a month. Get Stone Cold Strength in 2021 Dodge Charger XST at $459 a month. And the Muscle Masterpiece 2021 Dodge Challenger GT, $488 a month. Trade up and we'll give you more for your ride at Gossett Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat. So drive past the rest and come to the best or shop online, GossettMotorCars.net.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
All 75 months, 3.99 APR. Must finance with Chrysler Capital, $3,500 down. Renegade MPN 27,951, MSRP 28,500. Cherokee MD 235,765, MSRP 32,090. Charger XST MH 659,742, MSRP 35,385. Challenger GT MH 66,5256, MSRP 37,475. Includes all rebates and incentives. PF 695. Excludes tax title and license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 2/3/2022 with approved credit. Dealer stock only.
Have you wanted to speak a new language but thought it'd be too difficult or take too much time? Then try Babbel. In just 15 minutes a day, Babbel teaches you conversations that you will actually use. With 14 languages and lesson topics like travel, business, relationships, and more, you'll learn what matters most to you. Babbel. Language for life. Learn a new language with ease. Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's BABBEL.com.
Looking for some action? Sports gambling is legal in Tennessee. Action247.com. Local, legal. A sportsbook by Tennesseans, for Tennesseans. Go to Action247.com. Register and place your bets. Are you a sharp or a first-time bettor? Action 24/7 has you covered. Visit us online at Action247.com. Local, legal. Action 24/7. You got action.
Problem gambling? Call 1-800-889-9789.
Ole Miss Rebel Yell is back. The Rebel Yell Hotline Radio Show is back on WHBQ Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Every Monday night at 6, hear the latest news on your Ole Miss Rebels with Yancey Porter with 24/7 Sports, former Ole Miss defensive tackle Mike Fitzsimmons, Gordon Ford covering SEC Sports Call, and former Ole Miss baseball announcer Gary Darby. From kickoff to free throw to extra innings, your Ole Miss sports on the Rebel Yell Hotline Show right here Monday night at 6 on Sports 56, 560 AM and 98.5 FM, your Mid-South sports station.
We are Sports 56 WHBQ Memphis and W253DF Memphis, Flynn Broadcasting Stations. It's time for Sports Time on Sports 56. This hour of Sports Time is brought to you by Lexus of Memphis. Here are your hosts, Brett Stats Norsworthy and former Memphis Tiger Gabe Kuhn.
Rolling on Friday. It's January 21st, 2022 edition of